Hello and welcome to Miniage Painting. Today, I want to share some simple and easy hairstyles for your tabletop miniatures. Without further ado, let's get to painting. All of these hairstyles will be done using the same model. To that end, I printed off 8 of these elf archer busts and dry brushed them with gray Seer and white scar. You can find a link to get this model for yourself in the description below. The first color we are going to try is a red-brown hair color. We will start this off by applying the layer paint Doombull Brown in 2 thin coats all over the hair of the model. Up next, we'll apply some Nuln Oil to everything. Try to avoid excess pooling in the flat portions of the hair, but some pooling in the recesses could help deepen the shadows. Finally, let's take some Wazdaka Red and apply this as a highlight to the sharper points of the hair. This is going to really help sell that red-brown look. If painting an army, you don't always need the highlights. The dry brushing that we did before helps to highlight the model on its own. Here is what the finished hair looks like. Now let's move on to the next. The second color is going to be a blonde tone. For this, we start with some Zandri Dust and apply this in 2 thin coats. Same as with the last color, we'll apply some Nuln Oil to the hair. A lot of these colors will use Nuln Oil, as it is an excellent wash. No wonder it's called liquid talent. For a highlight, we'll go with Karak Stone. This light beige color will help make the hair stand out and really pop off the model. Here's a quick view of what this hair color looks like before we move on. The third hair color is going to be black. For this, we'll take Dark Reaper and mix it with Abaddon Black in a 1:1 ratio. We do this because true black hair never looks pure black in the light. There is always a slightly brighter sheen to it. This mix helps it look realistic. Now let's grab some more Nuln Oil and shade the hair all over with this color. For the highlights, let's take some pure Dark Reaper and apply this to the topmost edges of the hair. For the flatter parts that we want to highlight, we want to apply the colors in a somewhat streaking motion. That helps to emulate individual strands of hair. Now for a brief look at this scheme before moving on to the next. Speaking of which, the fourth hair color is a vibrant red. Starting with Mephiston Red, we'll give this model a bit of spark. Stepping away from the Nuln Oil, we'll go with Reikland Fleshshade for the shading of this hair color. The highlight of this color is Troll Slayer Orange. Let's take a quick look at this fiery scheme and then move on to the more fantastical ones. For the 5th hair color, let's paint on some Thousand Suns Blue for the start of a vibrant blue tone. Now we'll pair this with some Drakenhof Nightshade, applied heavily in the recesses. Finishing the hair with a lovely highlight of Ahriman Blue to make the hair strand out. Hair pun. Let's take a look at that nice blue color and then move on. The 6th color is a bright bubblegum pink that will start by applying Emperor's Children. This color was a bit difficult for me and actually took 3 thin coats to get a solid base. For the shade, let's go with Carroburg Crimson. I ended up putting a little bit too much on the ends of the hair, but I kind of liked how dark the ends got. Feel free to copy or go lighter than I did. Highlighting this, you can take some Fulgrim Pink, but I didn't have this color on hand, so I instead mixed some Emperor's Children with some White Scar. The first application looked a bit too bright for me, so I mixed more Emperor's Children into the White Scar, and this looked much better. Don't be afraid to mix, remix, and paint over your models. The worst thing that happens is we don't like it and have to strip them. Either way, I really like this pink. It's bright, popping, and awesome. 7th on my list is green. So let's take some Caliban Green and toss the hair with this. Switching back to Nuln Oil, let's apply the liquid talent one more time. Highlights will be done with Moot Green. That really gives it a vibrant emerald green look, and I love it. Here we have that green hair. I hope you like it as much as I do. Last, but certainly not least, we have a cool white color. Let's start this off with Celestra Grey. Switching back over to Drakenhof Nightshade, we'll give those recesses a cooler tone. For the highlight, I'm just going to take more Celestra Grey and bring back some of that cool white that turned to blue after applying the shade. You could just be more careful with the shade application if you want. One quick look at this before moving to the grand reveals. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing all of your comments, and I'm extremely thankful to everyone who has subscribed. If you'd like to download and print this model for yourself, there is a link in the description. I also have a Discord server that I set up for the channel. You can find it there as well. I would love to see you all there so we can share our mini painting journeys. Either way, I hope you all have a wonderful day.